Hi Pisces, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I know I just did no contact reading for you, but this is going to be the last of the spirit animal totem readings. You are last on the list. These messages will be separate from the no contact reading because those are specific to people who are in no contact. These are more general, okay? So for you, I drew the orangutan and the peacock. And we'll get more into the peacock in a little bit. First, I want to touch on the orangutan. It says, working to live joyously, not living to work. So I see you at this time adjusting your priorities. I'm getting this like Two of Pentacles feelings of you trying to balance out work, business and pleasure. There's this message here of you working too much and not actually enjoying the fruits of your labor. Some of you may also be reaching retirement, so you may be figuring out what it is that you want to do now with your free time. Some of you are adjusting your work schedule so you have more time to do the things you love to do, or maybe spend some more time with family. I was also getting that some of you may live or may be visiting Malaysia or Indonesia, as orangutans are from those two countries. There was also a message here with the orangutan that you need to analyze your relationship with people around you, specifically your mom. Some of you may be living with your mom or maybe reevaluating your relationship with your mom. I do see that some of you may be moving out finally. This may be your first time living independently from your parents. If that is so, congratulations. That is where you will do most of your growing. With this new chapter of your life, I do see that if you are trying to be more independent and more self-reliant, that you do it so in a way that you are not isolating yourself. That was a message for you here. Orangutans, some of the key words about them is wisdom, emotional intelligence. You guys may be creative, and it says practicing patience. Now we're going to move on to the peacock. The peacock says, protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. Now, what I was getting with that is, unfortunately, some of you may be being put in a third party type of relationship. I do see someone in your surrounding hiding another partner. That is not to cause worry. Obviously, use your own discernment and have all the proof before you accuse anybody of cheating. But I do see that. I also see that this person may be a love bomber. Usually when you begin a relationship with someone, there's a lot of gifts and flowers involved. But this card speaks about making sure that you use your discernment between actual love and just love bombing. This card talks about that the true value in a relationship can only be felt later on in a relationship. True intimacy and long-lasting relationships take simplicity. Because peacocks are known, there's a word that's called peacocking. It's when you show off to get someone's attention, to make them fall in love with you. And sometimes people cannot keep that up. So I do see there may be somebody in your environment that could be love bombing and or cheating. There was also a message that peacocks used to be worshipped in some places because they destroyed poisonous snakes. So like I'm saying, I do see someone around you being very, very sneaky about something. Not quite sure what that is yet, but it could be related to infidelity. Peacock's power is also from spring to autumn. So there could, if you do start a business within that time, or if you're looking to get pregnant, there is a there's a big growth or like rebirth, resurrection almost happening for you from spring to autumn of this year. There is also a message within the peacock. It's surrounded around the base of them, their feet. So it says that if you have this animal totem, that you should focus on foot reflexology. You can Google it, do your research on that. Peacocks have a heightened watchfulness. It was associated with, in Hinduism, there was a god of thunder who became a peacock with 100 eyes to escape a demon. And there was another, in another religion, they always show him with 100 eyes, kind of like how it looks here. So there's something about you being more aware, like I said, using your discernment with things. Having heightened watchfulness was how they put it. The peacock was also associated with the resurrection of Jesus, Amun-Ra in Egypt culture. So you may want to look up why. You can do your research on that as well. I did forget to mention that with this person that is around you that they may be warning you of, you may feel some sort of past life connection with this person. But I am seeing that with the peacock, you've already learned what you needed to learn there. So it may be best if you take that lesson and just move on. Peacocks are usually associated with the phoenix. If you know anything about the phoenix, it's the bird that rises from the ashes. It's associated with fire. There could be a fire sign around you, or that could be heavily in your chart. I am also seeing that you could be watching Harry Potter or really enjoy those books. As you can see, I do. That's what my name is based on. Revelio is a spell that reveals all in Harry Potter, but I do see that you guys might like the books, the movies, or might find some enjoyment in that if you have not seen them yet. The overall message for you is just to be aware, use your inner wisdom from past experiences to make your judgments on people. Again, use your discernment. And if you are learning to live independently, remember not to isolate yourself, and that there is a huge rebirth coming for you from spring to autumn of this year. And that is all I have for you, Pisces. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, bye-bye.